Fortinet NSE 7 LAN Edge 7.0 NSE 7 LED 7.0 exam dumps questions are the best material for you to study all the related topics. Share some Fortinet NSE 7 LED 7.0 exam dumps questions here. 1. Which two statements about the guest portal on Forti Authenticator are true? Choose 2. A. Each remote user on Forti Authenticator can sponsor up to 10 guest accounts. B. Administrators must approve all guest accounts before they can be used. C. The guest portal provides pre- and post-login services. D. Administrators can use one or more incoming parameters to configure a mapping rule for the guest portal. 2. An administrator has configured an SSID in bridge mode for corporate employees. All APs are online and provisioned using default AP profiles. Employees are unable to locate the SSID to cond. Which two configurations can the administrator verify? Choose 2. A. Verify that the broadcast SSID option is enabled in the SSID configuration. B. Verify that the block intra-SSID traffic intra-VAP privacy option in the SSID configuration is disabled. C. Verify that the SSID to an AP group that should be broadcasting the SSID is applied. D. Verify that the SSID is manually applied on AP profiles for both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz radios. 3. What is the purpose of enabling Windows Active Directory domain authentication on Forti Authenticator? A. It enables Forti Authenticator to use Windows Administrator credentials to perform an LDAP lookup for a user search. B. It enables Forti Authenticator to use a Windows CA certificate when authenticating Radius users. C. It enables Forti Authenticator to import users from Windows AD. D. It enables Forti Authenticator to register itself as a Windows trusted device to proxy authentication using Kerberos. 4. Which two statements about the Mac-based 802.1x security mode available on Forti Switch are true? Choose 2. A. Forti Switch authenticates a single device and opens the port to other devices connected to the port. B. Forti Switch authenticates each device connected to the port. C. It cannot be used in conjunction with Mac authentication bypass. D. Forti Switch can grant different access levels to each device connected to the port. 5. Where can FortiGate learn the Forti Manager IP address or FQDN for zero-touch provisioning? A. From an LDAP server using a simple bind operation. B. From a TFTP server. C. From a DHCP server using options 240 and 241. D. From a DNS server using A or quadruple A records. 6. Which EAP method requires the use of a digital certificate on both the server end and the client end? A. EAPTTLS. B. PEAP. C. EAPGTC. D. EAPTLS. 7. Which Forti Switch VLANs are automatically created on FortiGate when the first Forti Switch device is discovered? 1. A. Default quarantine RSPAN voice video onboarding and NAC_segment. B. Access quarantine RSPAN voice, video, and onboarding. C. Default quarantine RSPAN voice video and NAC_segment. D. FortiLink quarantine span voice video and onboarding. 8. When you configure a FortiAP wireless interface for Auto Texas power control, which statement describes how it configures its transmission power? A. Every 30 seconds the AP will measure the signal strength of the AP using the client. The AP will adjust its signal strength up or down until the AP signal is detected at -70 dBm. B. Every 30 seconds FortiGate measures the signal strength of adjacent AP interfaces. It will adjust its own AP power to match the adjacent AP signal strength. C. Every 30 seconds FortiGate measures the signal strength of adjacent FortiAP interfaces. It will adjust the adjacent AP power to be detectable at -70 dBm. D. Every 30 seconds FortiGate measures the signal strength of the weakest associated client. The AP will then configure its radio power to match the detected signal strength of the client. 9. You are configuring a FortiGate wireless network to support automated wireless client quarantine using IOC. Which two configurations must you put in place for a wireless client to be quarantined successfully? Choose 2. A. Configure the wireless network to be in tunnel mode. B. Configure the FortiGate device in the security fabric with a FortiAnalyzer device. C. Configure a firewall policy to allow communication. D. Configure the wireless network to be in bridge mode. 10. Which two statements about Forti Switch Manager are true? 1. Choose 2. A. Per device management is the default management mode on Forti Manager. B. Forti Manager obtains the Forti switch status information by querying the FortiGate REST API every 3 minutes. C. If the administrator makes any changes on Forti Switch Manager, they must also install those changes on FortiGate so that those changes are applied on the managed switches. D. Any switch discovered or authorized on FortiGate must be added manually on Forti Switch Manager.